What is up, everybody? Happy last show of the year for us. We'll be back in earnest on the 5th. Well, we're really going to try then. Probably Tuesday. Is that what you said yesterday, Bill? We're going to really try on Tuesday?
I don't know.
Like the first couple days, like,
yeah.
Monday's going to be recovery.
Ugh, Monday's going to suck because I'm like, when's December again?
When's the next day off?
What? When's my vacation?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
January and February.
What is it? What they say? The second Tuesday in February is supposed to be the most depressing day of the year.
Yeah.
Because people get their bills.
Yeah.
And
Get their bills.
And it's a Tuesday.
It's cold.
Sucks.
They get their bills, and it's cold.
And it sucks.
And it sucks.
They can't smoke any weed. Although we might be able to if you want to grow it at the house.
We might be able to. Antonio Parkinson down there in Memphis, man.
That's it.
The Freedom to Farm Act, it's probably going to get shot down.
Oh, it's totally going to get shot down. I've already seen the guys. They're putting on their Fruit of the Loom tidy whities already.
Not to shock or contradict you guys, but you can still smoke pot if you want to. It's just don't get caught.
I know, but, you know. But they are, man. I saw some of the interviews and stuff last night. Like, well, Trump says it's okay, but still, at this point in time, the lieutenant governor, he's like, well, it's still the most dangerous drug in, like, the history of mankind. Get over yourself, for God's sakes. And you can grow it in your house. Oh, man.
We can't allow that. You cannot be allowed to do whatever you want in your own home.
You can't allow, you know what? That's what I love about the Republicans. They're about freedom, except for if you're doing something weird in the bedroom that we don't like. And if maybe, you want to smoke some weed.
Freedom's great as long as it's the type and amount I'm okay with.
As long as it's the kind of freedom my church agree with, and we're all good with it. Mm-hmm. Okay, mister. Mm-hmm. I know this guy. I was listening to him. I'm like, man, this guy's like, oh, this would be great to pass this weed. It's never happening, dude.
No.
Never. It's not even a little bit. It's like we're gonna, and the funny thing is, like, if it does pass, there's like so many. You got to lock it up in a cage. It's got to have its own separate room with triple locks.
Its own separate room
with triple locks, and it's you're like, what? Are you guys serious? Good God. I just saw those guys just pulling on their tidy whities, though. Let me just tell you guys something. There's going to be no weed in this state. I'll tell you that right now. And January 1st, all those THC drinks and everything else, we're going to take those things down. Good goodness. Good goodness. You know what is happening, though, on January 1st?
What's that?
If you are a licensed chiropractor, Dr. Mitchell, Dr. Ashley, you can now practice on animals.
Wow.
So there's that. I feels like something I could do. Hey, sorry about your dog. No, he's not walking that one off. I heard his neck pop. Yeah, it's not, that was one of the laws that is in effect is now that there's going to be this you can practice. I'm like, is there any like rules or we just if you want to just bring your dog along, your little pug or something.
Your horse got a neck problem? Bring it on in.
No problem. Let's see if the hydrowave machine can handle that one. That was crazy, baby. Crazy. Man, I'm so pumped.
I want to see you try to get a horse onto one of those spinal decompression chairs.
Have you never seen them when they have those giant ones, though, where the horses will run inside the water and stuff? Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Those guys who have millions and millions of dollars, you know who you are. They have those special things for their race horses. I don't have race horses. I don't race horses. Oh, hold on. You all go back from where you were fine before you came here. What's the next drug we make legal? It's a gateway. It's
all
not
of them.
a gateway.
Make them all legal.
All of them. All
it's a
of them.
gateway drug. No, Trump said it's not a gateway drug anymore, so you can't say that and still be a true Republican.
Yeah, that's right. House exploded from growing weeds. Holy cheese.
Again, I don't think those opposed have to worry about anything.
Yeah, there's nothing. Don't worry. You guys are going to be fine.
This thing's not even going to get out of subcommittee.
Yeah, not even. This thing is dead on arrival. It was an experiment to see how far they could get it. Because there's just not enough. Like, how many, they're going to have to come up with weed, like lockers or like gun safes, but there'll be weed safes. You got to put them in.
Yeah, you got, something like that. You can have 15 plants. You've got you can have 5 adult, 5 intermediate, and then 5 budding plants.
We call that the Goldilocks effect.
Right.
So
that just allows you to keep having it. Your seeds and that sort of thing.
It's just.
But you got to get your seeds from the co-op.
Of course
State
you do.
co-op.
You got to have them signed out by somebody. The governor has to sign them out to you and give you a side eye. You got to take them to church. That's the only way you can get them. You got to go to church in front of your congregation.
I know pot's bad because government told me so.
Told me so, man.
Believe everything the government says unless it's about something I already agree with.
So it's not about Trump. Just go back and live the way you want. Isn't that what we're all supposed to do?
That's exactly what we're trying to say.
Yeah, my God.
Just don't hurt somebody else.
It's like okay that everybody gets hammered. I guarantee you, you go out, there's going to be all kinds of fight on New Year's Eve, at Broadway and everywhere else. You know what they're not doing? They're not smoking weed. They're not. Because if they were smoking weed, you know what happened? Nothing. It'd just be, people be hungry. They might squabble over a donut.
They'll probably be at home.
And if they are out, they'd be like, I don't want to stay here. They don't have food.
Yeah. So if they made all drugs legal, no one would want to do them because it's not illegal anymore.
Well, that is part of the psychological effect. It's the forbidden fruit. So people got to know what the secret is.
Look at the alcohol. Look at when Prohibition came in. We have the mafia and the strength for those years. A lot of it was due to Prohibition. The minute you made it illegal, everybody who made it illegal, by the way, all continued to drink. They all continued to do their thing. So there's that. Football game today. We got the Mortgage Rate Bowl, Music City Bowl. What's it called? I think it's Tennessee versus Illinois.
Yeah, it's the Tennessee Vols against the Illinois Fighting Illini.
So both 8-4.
Both 8-4.
Not where Tennessee wants to be. They would rather have played in the Pop-Tarts Bowl, but alas, here we are. And what are we looking at? Kickoff 34-ish?
It could be 38.
Oh, that's
38.
That's Speedo weather.
Now, the good thing is there is abundant sunshine. So that's going to warm you up a little bit.
And there's abundance of seats available.
Are there?
I would assume so.
I heard there's supposed to be about 50,000 people at this here game.
Yeah. You know what, though? It's perfect because what? You have Tennessee here. That's what you want. I mean, you've got that. If this was Illinois versus, Central Michigan, be 2,200 people there. But 50,000, that's a good.
That's not bad.
No, that's
not bad for a traveling bowl game. And really, Illinois, they don't have that far to travel.
No, they don't have that far.
What is it, like 3, 4, maybe 6 hours?
Maybe 6 hours. But still, that's not a horrible, it's not like you're going to the Rose Bowl.
Right.
I mean, but the thing
it
is,
won't be 38 degrees.
Yeah. No, it's not. It might be rainy, though.
Well, it could be.
Wee. Man, it is. I was talking to my mom the other day. She's like, it's bad. Because there's just no, like a place like California, there is absolutely no place for the water to go. They don't collect it. It rains for 5 minutes, everything floods. So, man, I tell you what, though, I'm going to watch some football this weekend. I'm going to watch all those quarterfinal games. I'm pumped about that. And then, of course, we have to get back to work on 2026 kicks off. We're having predictions today, guys, so be ready. We're having our biggest stories of the year. We've got Hot Take Tuesday. Hot take.
Oh, man, I forgot all about that.
Well, get your hot takes ready. All right? Same thing for you guys out there. Get your hot takes ready. Remember, the hot takes are non-political hot takes. All right? Now, if you want to do some predictions that are maybe hot takey, we're good with that. Okay. Oh, man, there's that, what is it, a train derail in rural Kentucky?
Yeah.
Isn't all of Kentucky kind of rural?
That's about 66 miles north of Nashville.
Yeah. 31 trains, man.
Yeah. Yeah, One of them had molten sulfur.
Oh, that's good.
And that caused a big cloud. Everybody around there then had to turn off their HVAC systems. And it's just as cold there as it is here. But they gave the all clear about an hour ago.
No, that's good. Well, you know what? No offense. I still think remember, where was it in Ohio that was so bad? Like, you guys should be fine.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Palestine.
Palestine.
Yeah,
I knew it was See, even here, we screw with Palestinians. You know who did that? The Jews. Oh, Chad. This is going to be interesting to see. That is it looks like an accordion. All those trains. And you have to wonder, it's like, okay, how did this derail? What happened?
I'm sure the conductor was smoking pot.
Well, probably. But here's the thing. Some of these things, right? You're going around a corner. Okay, I understand that. This was a straight shot. It was like, dude, I tried to do a loop and the thing went totally sideways, bro. Just super
Somebody
sideways.
put a penny on the track and skid it off.
Funny how when you disagree with someone, they're just repeating what someone else, Trump, says. Ever occur to you they experience these things or using their own experience and thoughts process? Of course you didn't. You couldn't possibly wrong. Oh, I'm wrong all the time. But we all have experiences. My dad died of a drug overdose. My dad did drugs that were so crazy, they made Hunter S. Thompson cringe. And you know what?
Anecdote is a fact, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's also just an anecdote.
I'll be wrong a lot. That's the world. Guess what? But not wrong on purpose. So, and I want freedom. I like freedom. I don't see what's wrong with freedom. Again, I'm not saying go smoke pot on the front lawn. Well, front lawn's okay if you're out there smoking weed, but I'm saying, or down, but in your own house, doing your own thing, I got no problem with that. None.
Just don't get in your car and go driving around where you can hurt somebody else.
Yeah, just get in your car, drive around 3 miles an hour. Nobody wants that. You park 8 feet away from the curb. Oh, my God. Palestine, Ohio. A Juju train wreck. You guys are the worst. Oh, my Lord. Buc-ee's is going to open 12 stores. There's a hot take in 2026.
Any of them here?
I thought there was going to be.
There's one they're building down in Murfreesboro.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to hang out there
all the time.
I'm going to ask people. I'm just going to be sitting there at a table. Where you from, neighbor?
I watched a guy the other day. He was on with those two financial guys. They're young, and he was talking about how he made his first $1 million. He went to a Buc-ee's, wandered in there. He goes, we spent 8 hours in there. We were so fascinated. We looked online. There was nothing. Came back the next day. We bought up almost all of the store, everything we could possibly find, and we just started reselling Buc-ee's stuff online. And they ended up making it like, because we made so much money. Because Buc-ee's had nothing to sell online. I thought, man, what a great idea. What a great idea. Let's do that. So that's where we're going, Ken. Be ready for it. All right, Hot Take Tuesday coming up. Remember, your hot takes, give it to us. Throw it at it. What's your hot take? Your predictions for 2026. We're going to talk about the biggest stories of the year. It is a fun day of frivolity and chaos and craziness because that's what we do here. If you're missing the show, shame. Grab the podcast. Chad Benson, 99 cents. Must be somebody who's a sinner. That's who that is. Sinners.
Trying to murder little babies with the marijuana.
Can I grow gummies in my house? See what you ask him. Can I grow the gummies, bro?
Only the alcohol kind.
That's right. Can you make your own alcohol? What kind of license you have to do that here?
I think you can do that.
Okay.
I know there's a certain amount of beer you're allowed to privately brew.
That's just so funny, right? Because who do you think died? How many people do you think go out back in their still and have something they're not supposed to and drop dead? But we're okay with that one, kids. All right, kids, it's Tuesday. You know what time it is. Hot take Tuesday. All right, it's Hot Take Tuesday. It's where we give you hot takes about anything but politics, right? Pop culture, all of that stuff. And I'm pumped. This is the last hot take the year 2025. We will start with you, Bell.
Hold on a second. I got to finish injecting this marijuana.
Is that how you do it now? That's weird.
My hot take for the end of the year is that boneless wings are nothing more than chicken nuggets for adults.
Ooh.
That's hot. That's a hot take.
I'll fight you on that one.
That's okay, though. I'm okay. I eat chicken nuggets now because, again, I eat phenomenal. People are like, are you like, I'm like Jack Alain. Remember Jack Alain? The guy used to work out. He's like, first you have a cigarette, then you have some cereal, then a steak, and then we work with the hula hoop. But then he lived to be like 90, and he swam a boat from Long Beach Shore to to Catalina or something.
Did he really smoke?
Oh, yeah, it was back in the day. They all smoked.
Well, that's back whenever cigarette smoke was apparently good for you.
It was still, well, yeah, especially for the kids. Get the kids the lights. All right, hot take for you, young Kern.
Knives up in the dishwasher? Congrats. You just turned loading dishes into a game of operation.
Oh, look at that. I like that. That is.
I put it all down. I put everything down, cutlery down, because what if somebody, okay, safety aside, you've just cleaned the dishes, right?
Yes.
You need a spoon for your vanilla ice cream with peanut butter in it. Well, what if somebody grabbed that spoon to put it back in the drawer, but they didn't wash their hands?
Oh, I like that.
I've had teenagers in my house.
What if you're stoned and you reach for a knife and you split your wrist open and all of a sudden you're lying in a pool of blood in your kitchen dead?
Don't let the lawmakers hear this. We're going to call this Ken's Law now. You know what? I told my wife, no more Jif in the house, okay? That's my drug right now. In the morning, I will have I just have one big jar in my studio, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I go over and take a bite. And then, wash the spoon off. 20 minutes later,
Before you know it, the jar's empty.
And it's a big jar. It's like a Costco jar. She's like, where's that jar? I'm like, I feel so shameful. At the whole thing.
Look away. Look away, for I am hideous.
Shame.
I'm a horrible person.
Shame. Oh, my goodness. She's
I'm telling you, dude, I feel you. Man, peanut butter's dangerous to have in the house.
It is. It is so.
Especially when you grow your own pot.
Yeah. I mean, it is crazy. Well, yeah. Could you imagine peanut butter pot? Oh! Dude, I got so high. It's so many peanut butter pot, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. I need help. My hot take is AI is going to have a number one hit, not on Spotify or streaming, but on the actual radio this year.
Oh, yeah.
Already has.
No. It hasn't. It's had it on the Spotifys and the streamings, but I'm talking about the actual mainstream, not country or something like that, like the Beyonce stuff.
You can't say country's not mainstream.
No,
in
but you know what I
Nashville.
mean. Like when we do it, we're not talking about we're talking about the Billboard Super 100. They haven't had one on the Billboard 100. Casey Kasem,
Right.
which he'll make a comeback soon.
Dead.
This is Casey. I'm Casey Kasem, and my giant wife buried me somewhere my kids can't find me.
And wouldn't let any of them see him.
That's
before
right.
He died.
This is Casey Kasem. Never play an up-tempo soon song. Remember that? That was great. He was fun. He was fun.
Was that when he went off the rails?
Yes.
And a producer or somebody just started screaming at them?
Because it was the dog, right?
Yeah,
the dog
it was
died?
the dead dog dedication. And his issue with it was that he was coming out of a death dedication from an up-tempo song.
You never do that. This is Casey Kasem. And now to a long-distance dedication. Jim loved Laura. Laura bought him a cat. Laura's dead, and so's the cat. Jim wants to sing this song to him. Come on, feel the noise. That's so mean. Oh, goodness me. All right, coming up. A lot of good. It's funny. We're talking about Somalia, in Minneapolis. California audit says $76 billion in taxpayer funds lost or wasted.
You lie, sir. That would never happen.
California, you guys, fantastic. Doing it well. We're doing it well.
$76 billion.
Billion. It makes that look like chump change over there. Chump change. Chump change. I'm telling you guys, we got to open up a 501(c). I think they're just ready to hand us money.
Are there a bunch of Somalis over there?
No. There's a bunch. You know what it is? It's the homeless industrial complex. They lost a lot of that money. They handed them, $40 billion for several years? And there were places they never even audited to find out if they did anything.
Good grief.
Did you get anybody off the streets? Maybe. Do you have any records of it? Maybe.
I went in a hotel room for a day.
Give us some more money and we'll tell you.
Oh, God, that's insane. All right, coming up, we're going to take a look back at the year that was, find out what the biggest stories are. We're going to get a whip around from the guys, find out what the biggest stories are, and some predictions for this year coming up in just a few days. Chad Benson, Sip It, 99.7. Good evening, I'm Chad Benson. Does sound like that, right? Also sounds like we're at a hospital. Sorry, ma'am. Couldn't save him. Because he smoked weed. He took all those gummies. No!
There's a hallway in Vanderbilt Medical Center where it's basically up on the overhead. It gives you directions to different departments. And I used to have a picture of it, but I don't anymore. But there was one that said gynecology restaurant.
Oh, that's good. That's an odd one, right? I mean, a gynecology restaurant. How about those apples, huh? What are you guys serving today? No, Chad, don't say it. I'm not going to. You guys get where I'm going with that. All right, 2025 is almost gone. Let's take a look at what do you think the biggest stories of the year? So politically, obviously, Trump coming back was the biggest story. I would say that, Now, Trump's move inside of there, we can debate which one was bigger. But there's no doubt as far as the biggest story here in America. I think worldwide, actually, I think Pope Leo might be one of the biggest stories of the year.
Yeah, the fact that he's the first American pope.
Yeah.
And they were always so vehemently opposed to an American pope because they didn't want that. I mean, there's so much political power in this country and military power. They didn't want that religious faction to be able to have American power.
Yeah. And I thought, and because you got to think about it, too, with Pope Leo, or, when you get a new pope, but you think about it, it's what happens here. Yes, Trump will have some effect, but as far as, that's a political thing. But as far as a story, when you think about it, because Ukraine doesn't affect what goes on in South America. But you know what? A lot of Catholics there, a lot of Catholics in Mexico, a lot of Catholics here, a lot of Catholics in Asia, a lot of Catholics in Europe, right? Down under. Good eye? Yeah, some Catholics there as well, along with spiders and all kinds of other things that get you.
Big spiders.
Big spider. You better watch out right there. There's a crikey spider. I'll tell you that right now. So I think that's a huge story. I think the biggest singular thing, though, obviously Charlie Kirk for us here as a moment was easily the biggest moment.
Yeah. And especially here because it had a personal impact because of Chris being friends with him and having worked with him. Chris Hand, but knowing him as well as he did.
So that is that was, it had a huge, Chris was, for those of you guys that know, behind the scenes, Chris, it was tough on him for more than it was really, it ate him up inside, and he did a great job handling it. And it's, it was a tough thing. He was broken up, and I admired the way that he handled it. It was, and that's why, plus the business we're in too is, that's the business. Earlier today, you had somebody on from Turning Point. That's kind of the business we're in. So, but I think that was the singular biggest moment of the year. But, I don't know. As far as globally, outside of Pope Leo, the wars aren't ending anytime soon. I think we know that. I don't. I think the pooter's just getting started.
I just think he's waiting. He's just waiting for the next election.
He is.
That's the thing about these dictators, Xi and Putin. They can just wait.
That is so.
Because neither of them have to worry about an election.
Well, they're always, reelected overwhelmingly, guys. Come on. Their people love them.
Yeah, they do. Have you noticed that? They never lose. Sometimes it's a shutout. Other guy.
But you know what, though? I do give Trump props for at least trying.
Yes.
My gosh, man. This man, he is trying.
Yeah, he is. He's got here's the thing. I think two things, because I talked to my buddy Mike Lyons, military guy today. I said, do you think Trump thought his relationship was Putin and he got played a little bit? He goes, oh, absolutely. He goes, Putin plays everybody. He goes, you're not dealing with a businessman. You're dealing with a maniacal individual who's a sociopath and kills people and has had people killed.
And he pulled this same kind of thing with George W.
Yeah.
He conned George W. right down to the bone.
It was, think about this. He tried to get Clinton to allow him into NATO. He's like, do you think maybe we could join NATO?
Yeah.
Clinton's like, yeah, I don't think so. Well, maybe, I don't know.
No.
What's her name? She's nice. So, but I think he overthought his relationship with somebody who is, he's Hannibal Lecter. And so, and the other thing is he's got no reason to get off the off-ramp, any off-ramp right now. His next off-ramp is Kyiv. So that's my taking on that.
It's going to take some seriously big internal pressure, like what ended the Afghan war, to really cause a major shift in what he's willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's got to be two things. It's got to be the offense is so great that he's going to have to rethink it, or so many bodies are going to have to come home to mothers. Because that's what stopped the original Afghanistan war in the 80s with them, is so many bodies came home that the mothers said, we had enough. You're killing our future. And by the way, that future, he's destroyed their future for 2 to 3 decades. I was watching, because I watch all these influencers. There's a guy in Siberia. And by the way, for the people in Siberia, is it cold? Yeah. Then you go there and you realize, wow, this is a modern city with like 1 million people. And he's like, I'm walking around here and there's not one man under the age of 40. It's just nobody. They're gone. So you've had a brain flight. You've had all that stuff. So
wow.
I think that's going to be very interesting when it comes to them. And as far as Venezuela, it's just when, When do you think that's going to happen? New Year's? The closer it gets to Epstein, the closer it gets to Maduro. That's what I heard. And that was a CIA thing that happened the other day. And nobody was supposed to know that.
Who leaked it?
Trump.
Oh.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
The CIA is like, oh, God.
He mentioned it in that WABC radio interview there in New York, and I don't think he was supposed to.
As soon as that came out, the CIA was burning papers.
Yeah, and whatever he said, remember? That was, what did he say? It was like, well, they facilitate.
Yeah, he said it's where they load the ships.
To facilitate the facilitation?
To implement the drug trafficking, and it's where they implement.
Yeah. I think that person's like, I don't even think he knew afterwards. Like, I have no idea what I said there. We blew it up.
Yeah, well, he said it's no longer around.
So they said there was nobody in the building, although they're reporting today that 2 died. Because there's let me tell you something, guys. If you ever have to get a job in another country, never be a cleaner late at night in some building that's going to get blown up by the U.S.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Never do it. You're like, I just got a regular old janitorial. No, don't. You're next. So we'll see. Maduro laughed it off, apparently. You know what I do think is going to happen this year? I think, how many assassination attempts do you think there's going to be on Zelensky? Because that is what now he is going hard at. Putin said he's going to get him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he comes. There's going to be some big assassination attempt on him.
I'm sure, the one thing that I think he's done well is keep himself protected, because with all the damage that's been done to Kyiv and the fact that that's the capital, I would have expected him to have been taken out already.
I would he's never there though.
See, well, that's part of the security.
Yeah, but he's always like, you're not going to take him out at Mar-a-Lago. But I have a feeling though he's going to come harder than before. See, the thing is, I think if you take him out now, if you took him out, I don't, with Biden, I think that would have rallied the country to a certain level. I think at this moment in time, people are exhausted. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if they come hard in a way that we've not seen before. Because he wants to just run roughshod all the way to Kyiv.
Well, and he's got so much pressure on him to win the war, because he told his people it was going to be over in 3 days, and it's been 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So,
and is it because the Russian military is that inept?
Yeah, part of it is there's an ineptness, because he put the casual soldier comparatively to the big army out there originally.
Gotcha.
But the other stuff is they didn't have modern technology.
Yeah, their bench was not deep when it came to
He went out and all of his oligarch buddies got massive contracts. They built stuff out of cardboard. And when the U.S. and Europe started giving them actual weapons, they were caught with their pants down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a big problem. So they became a paper tiger.
Plus, Ukraine has done a very effective job of drone warfare.
Yes.
Which, has not been done to this level in the past. And they have taken out some seriously big targets using drones en masse.
En masse. That drone stuff was because that was all, very much guerrilla-like. They were getting stuff off Amazon.
Yeah.
The other side of it, too, is, and if you're going to fight, right, you're picked up off the street, you have 4 weeks, they ship you off, if and they do that, why am I here, right? If you're in, Ludensk or one of these other places, you're fighting for not just your life, for your existence as a people. That's a different thing. It's like backing up an animal against a wall. So they have more to fight for. And, you're just getting snatched off the street. Yeah, it's that tough thing. That is. So, but I think that's going to go on. I think, I don't know what's going to go on with Israel. I do think, though, we're going to see some big stuff in Iran this year. And it's going to come sooner rather than later. I've been telling you guys, watch this. Their currency, the real, has crashed. Their inflation's through the roof. They are taking to the streets en masse. And as long as we keep out of everybody's way, which I hope we are. I mean, don't listen to Bibi. Let's go bomb them. They're going to collapse sooner rather than later. And they're on the same kind of path as Cuba when they shouldn't be. And that's going to happen sooner rather than later. So a lot more of our, what do you guys think is going to happen this year? Let us know in politics. We're going to get to more politics a little bit later about our predictions for 2026, the midterms and what other. And we got a bunch of other good stuff along the way we're going to talk about, and some crazy predictions as well. I want to hear your crazy. What do you think is going to happen in 2026? It's going to be super crazy.
The aliens are finally going to reveal it.
That was my big one.
Space aliens, I should say.
I had two big takes today. One of them was we at some point in time are going to find out whatever it is. We may not even understand it, but they're going to eventually have to say, look, there is something else. And you may not understand it, but neither do we. So I think you're right on that one.
They're finally going to come forward.
They are.
With a cookbook.
How to serve man.
To serve man.
To serve man. It's going to be great. We're going to serve man. All right, coming up. Somebody's a billionaire. Congratulations to you. And it's not the person who won the other day in Arkansas, which wasn't Bobby Bones or me. Talk about that. And China. This is funny. There's your two separate stories. One of them's in Denmark and the other's in China. We will talk about this, and it has to do with weight loss.
But fat people are also trashy, especially in elite spaces. I'm Carter Trinity, the identity expert, and I'm teaching you 12 ways to remodel your life by the end of the year. And today is tip number 10. Lose the weight. I went from being a size 16 to a size 4, negative 160K in debt to 7 figures. I know exactly intimately what it's like to be in these elite spaces with very wealthy people as they question your competence because of how big you are. If you cannot take care of your body, you cannot take care of a business, which means you cannot take care of deals. It just makes people question you. So why would you even put yourself in that situation? Overweight in elite spaces is also trashy.
Don't be trashy.
You're a racist.
Why do these white women talk the same way?
Because they get taught that in school at Brown. They're like, what's the most condescending thing that you can do tone-wise to turn anybody off for anything and make them stop listening to you? They're like, boy, do we have a voice for you.
It's just like that.
Well, Kylie would tear her apart.
Kylie would, because she's by the way, she also says, I've got one where tattoos are trashy. Everything's trashy to her because she's rebuilt her life. She used to be fat. Now she's not.
Now she's judgy.
There you go. You know what? I liked you better when you were fat. Less judgy, right? Right? More hungry, less judgy. Speaking of that, speaking to larger people. So guess what China's doing now? If you're fat, you go to a 28-day fat prison where and it's very strict, where they lock you up and help you lose weight rapidly.
Help you as in force.
Whatever you want to say.
Really?
Yes. Obese individuals enroll in this. And
voluntarily, I take.
Yes, with the help of, hey, you probably, I'm not saying you should, but maybe.
But this soldier over here thinks you might ought to.
By the way, while you're here, give us $1,000.
Get in the truck.
That's also going to help you lose weight because you're not going to spend all that money on crayfish or whatever it is that you're eating over there because they put some of that in there. It's like, oh, God.
Crayfish.
So, because they show this thing that you're supposed to be eating. There's a lot of broccoli in what they're eating. I would starve. You know what would be gross? You and I go there, they just give us peanut butter. Like, oh, this is going to go poorly for all of us. You're going to have to roll me out of here. Oh, jeez.
Go over there asking for Chinese food, and they don't know what you're talking about because to them it's just food.
No instant ramen noodles, no dried and fried snacks. Everything is forfeited. All you get is protein and hours upon hours of working out. So you're not gross, like they said, and trashy. You don't want that, kids. Coming up, hour number 2 of the program. It's a very interesting thing. They're looking back. They found this thing that Gallup poll did in 1998, asking people about 2025, what they think the world's going to look like. We'll see how close we were. Chad Benson, Super Town 99.7.